If you've been trying to get a feel for where the 2026 LA market is heading, you're in good company. We just came out of one of the most uneven years we've seen in decades. Record low sales volume, rising inventory, and pockets of homes that somehow sold faster than concert tickets. So let's look at what the actual data is suggesting for next year. I'm Keri White, real estate agent in beautiful Los Angeles, and every week we break down what's happening in the Los Angeles real estate market. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe below and drop a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. All right, so today I'm going to break down what 2026 has in store for us, where rates are headed, how prices will behave across the entire city of LA, what's changing with days on market, where inventory is going, why condos and homes are drifting further apart, which neighborhoods are positioned to shine, and how to approach your plans with clarity. All right, let's start with the rates. So the Fed has already hinted at 2 to 3 rate cuts in 2026, which could bring mortgage rates down to the mid-5s if inflation keeps easing. Mid-5s may not feel low, but for LA, that's the difference between hesitation and action. Historically, a move from the 6s into the 5s pulls buyers back almost instantly. It's like flipping on a light switch you didn't even know we had. There are people that are waiting to sell, there are people waiting to buy, and they're just waiting for that little 5 to be in front of the start of the interest rate. Pricing. So citywide, Los Angeles remains remarkably stable. Even with affordability challenges, we've only seen 1 to 3% softening across most neighborhoods. Updated homes, especially in Brentwood, Santa Monica, Mar Vista, are still achieving pretty impressive numbers. The adjustments show up in homes that need work, sit on busier streets, or have unconventional layouts. 2026 won't be a year of broad discounts by any means. It will be a year where buyers get more discerning and sellers need to meet that moment. Days on market. So the split dynamic here is fascinating. Turnkey homes priced correctly are still going in 7 to 12 days. Homes that need imagination or are priced aspirationally, let's say, are stretching into 40, 50, sometimes even 60 days. One of my listings recently had 3 offers in a weekend, while a nearly identical home a few blocks away sat untouched for weeks. Same city, same market, 2 totally different stories. And that's the 2026 landscape. Precision actually matters. So let's talk about inventory. Inventory across LA City is up roughly 20 to 25% year over year. It sounds dramatic, but context matters. We're climbing out of historic lows. Think of it as a market finally breathing again. And the expectation is a continual gradual rise in 2026 as more sellers accept that life transitions really can't be postponed forever. People have been waiting to sell, will have to sell. So there's more choices coming, but this won't resemble a buyer-heavy market. It's really going to be a balance. So condos and homes. Condos remain the most negotiable segment right now, and that trend will probably continue. Buyers are scrutinizing HOAs more seriously than ever. They're looking at reserves, assessments, insurance, pretty much the health of the board. I've seen buyers fall in love with a condo and walk away over assessments thinking, I'll just lean towards a house. Meanwhile, single-family homes, especially updated ones, are definitely going to remain strong. I think the divide between the 2 categories will only grow if rates stay where they are. The hottest areas. So the West Side pillars remain the West Side pillars. Brentwood, Santa Monica, Mar Vista, Marina del Rey, West LA, Venice. They really set the tone. Buyers want lifestyle, walkability, community, and long-term value. And just east, Baldwin Vista, Leimert Park, Jefferson Park, they're having a lot of movement. Architectural charm, generous lots, and more affordability. So you're seeing West Side buyers start to drift that way. Westchester, Del Rey, Culver City are always hot spots. And you'll find a lot more properties that have ADUs in those areas. So what should you do if you're a buyer? Well, a quick reality check. Every full point drop in rates historically brings about 25 to 30% more buyers into the market. That's not poetic, that's literally math. And if you're planning to buy in 2026, there's value in moving before the next wave hits. Look at homes that need light updates or have been sitting past 30 days. That's where the leverage lives. What sellers should do. So buyers are stretched, thoughtful, and being very selective. They want clarity and they want a home that feels cared for. So small improvements like paint, lighting, curb appeal, always staging really elevates not the perception, but definitely the final sales price. And getting the pricing right from day 1 is what puts you in that week 1 category instead of month 2 category. So 2026 will be a year defined by balance, nuance, and opportunity for people who understand the kind of split market we're in. This isn't about chasing the perfect moment or timing anything. It's about reading the landscape intelligently and making moves with confidence. And I always believe that you move when the time is right for you. If you're looking for a personalized strategy for buying or selling in 2026, reach out anytime. We're at Human Element Real Estate on Montana Ave, and we'd love to walk you through you or someone you know goals and what 2026 looks like for you.